Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to On the Mic with Mike. It is the premier social business enterprise show in the area. I'm your host, Mike King, and I appreciate you being here with me. The views expressed here are mine. I have no connection to, support of, agreement with any other host, information, or ads on the station. I don't work for the station, which is ESPN or The Choice 105.3. Uh, I just bring my program here on a daily basis to you so we can inform the community. On the Mic with Mike, we highlight partnerships, social enterprise business organizations, and we touch on some issues of the day. The sounds you're listening to are emanating from the Mike King Biz Studio, which is the global epicenter of social enterprise business. But today we're coming to you from the palatial studios of the Common House, 303 West Broad. We'd like to thank them for hosting us here. We come to you live, ESPN 106.1, 5 to 7 a.m. On a daily basis. We're also on the Choice 105.3 from 2 to 3. We'd like to thank our show sponsors, Tom Childry, the credit card guy, as well as Andy Taylor of Junk Lugger. So Tom Childry, the credit card guy. If you have credit card merchant service issues, Tom Childry's the man. He can help you. He's been in the business 25 years. He can help you get paid, as well as he can help you with credit card merchant services. There's some new regulations that are out now that has to do with security for credit cards. So make sure Tom Childry, the credit card guy, give him a shout. Andy Taylor and Junk Luggers. If you have things around the house that you need removed, that's things, not people. If you have things around the house, he can help you. Everything from a household hot tub or a single room to an entire household. If you have people who you want to be removed, don't call Andy Taylor. He can't help you. Well, this is what you need to do. Stop cooking so good. That may do it. The one that definitely will do it, cut the internet access. So change the password to your network, and then they'll leave because everybody needs internet access and they don't want to blow up their data. So that's how you get rid of folks around the household who you want to leave. Not little kids, like grown folks. You can't have little kids leaving. So on the Mic with Mike, we are a community show. You can catch us here. You can follow me on all social platforms. Hashtag Mike King Biz, hashtag On the Mic with Mike. Today, this is the best radio program. I try and tell people listen. We talk to all kinds of folks, everything from politicians to tarot card readers. Today, we have a world famous rapper singer known as Gab C. Oh, you're not? No. You're not? Oh, sorry. This is a business show. Okay, so Gabrielle Corbett is here. She's co-hosting the show today. She didn't know what she was stepping into. Let folks know it. So you are a Queens native.
And I've been here for about 15 years in Richmond, Virginia.
Okay, Richmond, Virginia. You do have a day job, but you're going to come on. You're here today hanging out.
Yes.
Hanging out. So we're at the Common House. She's a Common House member. One of the things that people like about the Common House is you meet all kind of folks.
That is correct.
Okay, let folks know. I see you hanging out here. I'm hanging out here. Let folks know what you like about Richmond.
Well, what I love about Richmond is the diversity. And so much things to do. It's very family oriented here, and I just like that there's always some type of outdoor event or just something to do here. Even though people say there's nothing to do, but I always find something.
You always find.
Always.
You have a day job as well, yes, which is pretty impressive. I mean, because a lot of times let folks know what the day job is, because you're going to come back at another show to talk about the day job.
Yes. Well, I currently work with the United States Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. I am there as an investigator. I investigate employment discrimination that is based on a protected basis. So if you believe that you've been discriminated against because of your race, sex, age, national origin, religion, disability, genetic information, color, yes, I think I got them covered, and age, then that's the type of things that I investigate.
All righty. So you're coming to another show where we'll talk about that. Right today, you're here as the co-host. Today, we got a great show, ladies and gentlemen. We have, it's Sharia, and the name of the cafe you're with? Cafe Sinai. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give a straight up shout out. The food and things there are awesome. The treats, that little, okay, I'm getting carried away here. But the little cheesecake, cherry cheesecake thing? Yeah. Wow. Okay. So we're going to talk about what you do, your business. We also got Dr. Michael Tyne, who's with us, friend of the program. He's been here before, but he didn't roll solo. He brought with him an entrepreneur. And that's what we do right here And Tylee, the name of your business again is Monster Mowers. The next generation of leaders. We got the young guns in the house. So we're going to be back in just a moment, talk to Dr. Michael Time, and that is the Honored Loan Entrepreneurship Program. You see the man, he's all around town. He's been on WTVR, out there doing big things, helping entrepreneurs. This Honor Loan thing is outstanding. So we'll be back in just a moment. On the mic with Mike, Gabrielle Corbett. We'll be back in just a moment. On the mic with Mike, the best business radio program around. We are back. We got a packed house with us. So we got Gabrielle Corbett, we got Tylee from Monster Mowers, and Dr. Michael Tyne is here. Doc, explain to folks why we're here today and to let folks, our listeners, know what's happening.
Thank you. Yes, so I represent the Honor Loan Entrepreneurship Program. We provide entrepreneurship education, mentorship, and seed funding to people of all ages and backgrounds. And one of our programs that is focused on youth is at the Salvation Army Boys and Girls Club right here in Richmond. We were featured on CBS a couple weeks ago because this young man has impressed me and my team. So we partnered with Lowe's to help him grow his lawn mowing business.
Okay, so explain to folks your organization and the Honor Loan Program, what that means exactly. And then we're going to get on to the entrepreneur right there.
So we're a nonprofit 501c3 foundation. We're an educational institution, but we also provide mentorship and seed funding to aspiring entrepreneurs. We create entrepreneurs out of thin air. Okay, and one of our slogans is no entrepreneur left behind. And the first thing we start with is the entrepreneurial mindset. Regardless of who you are, what you do, even if you don't want to start a business, sometimes people have trouble understanding this initially, is most of the time people hear entrepreneurship and they think, oh, start a business. You can apply the entrepreneurial mindset to just about any area of life. You're an employee, you work in government, you work for a corporation, you work for a nonprofit, you're a social worker, you work at a church. The entrepreneurial mindset is a psychology, right? It's being innovative, creative, resourceful, problem solving, critical thinking, thinking outside the box, coming up with new solutions, new problems, new solutions, old problems. So that's where we start as a foundation, is teach that. So we partner with corporations that want to bring the entrepreneurial mindset to their employees. We partner with government agencies that want to bring it to their employees. We partner with schools to bring it to their students. Churches want to bring it to their congregation. Veterans groups, re-entry groups, addiction recovery centers. It's been very humbling and exciting to see the breadth of need for entrepreneurship in areas that you never thought it would make sense for it to be there.
Okay, so when people go get loans, you got to sign a bunch of documents or ask you a bunch of questions.
Yes.
Explain to the people why you guys didn't go down there and what the Honor Loan Program is.
So it's an educational program that includes seed funding. The seed funding is in the form of a micro loan given out based on the honor system. So this was incubated out of Brown University. We designed the foundation from the ground up to avoid some of the legal and regulatory hurdles with regard to giving out loans in America. So everything's based on the honor system, and it's a pay it forward model. So when Tylee becomes even more successful than he already is, he will enable another entrepreneur, and he could enable a peer that's young like him, or he may enable a veteran or someone else. I mean, it's all about being tied to a community and having this ecosystem of entrepreneurs where we are all in it together. So I'm very excited that we were able to move headquarters to Richmond to be able to partner with organizations like Salvation Army Boys and Girls Club to give me the opportunity and my team to work with this fine gentleman.
All right, Tylee, it's a business show. How do you turn, so you're cutting grass, how do you turn it into a business?
So I turned it into a business because, so I can tell you how it went.
Tell me, that's what, I got the pen and paper out.
Okay, so it started with me and my friend, which I call my brother because we're very close.
Okay.
And we started off because like one day we were just playing basketball, but we was also thinking like we don't want to just keep asking our moms for money and stuff like that. Like we know it's okay because she's always there if we need her, but we want to go ahead and get ready to, like be able to work on our own and depend on our own. So we decided to start a landscaping business. At the time, we didn't have a mower. What we did was we used our neighbor's mower, but then like after we used her mower, we'll come home and then break her off a piece of what we made that day.
That's the way
And stuff
business
like
is
that.
done. So you don't have a mower. So you go to another person and say, hey, can we use your mower? You make the money, then you come back and help out. Yo, man,
That's awesome.
that's the way business is done. A lot of times people don't get that part.
Right.
They want to just use the person's thing and be like, thank you.
Right. And
So all of a sudden
go
you
back.
go from using the lady's mower to your own.
Yeah.
What did you feel like when you got your own mower?
When I got my own mower, it was like, so I was careful with her mower too, but like when I got my own mower, it's more like I can't mess this up. Like if I mess this up, what am I gonna do? But then one day I forgot to walk the yard, and then I did mess it up.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
How did you
But
do
I
that?
so there was like a pole in the yard. I forgot to, and only thing that was wrong with it was the blade was bent up.
Mm.
And then I had ended up fixing the blade because like the blade was like at Home Depot they're like, I don't mean to bring up Home Depot.
no, you
By
can
the
give a
way.
shout out to Home Depot. We don't care.
But like so their blades was like $25. I happen to have that. So I went there, I searched up on YouTube how to fix it, ended up
Wow.
fixing the blade.
That's what
But
YouTube's
then
for.
but then I don't know what happened since then, but then like that mower had just broke down. But then at the time I still happened to met Dr. Time. You see what I did there? The
With
time
Dr.
Dr.
Tom.
Oh
Time.
yeah, that was
So
smooth, man. That
Like
was
that.
you got a virtual radio right here.
so like he was able to help me with getting a new mower, a new weed eater. So he kind of surprised me because at the time we were just talking about getting a weed eater at first, but then he ended up hearing about the mower, and I ended up telling him my favorite mower. I like to call it the Ferrari of all mowers. It's a Honda mower, but it's also self propelled.
Oh.
So
Oh.
like I just
Those
push
are the
it
best.
So
and
you
I
just
go.
walking with it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, let's
Makes it
talk
easier.
about doing when you started doing this and you realize, I can make some money doing this. That's always a business thing when you're doing it sort of kind of for fun, and then all of a sudden, and mom see you making money. She see you out there doing. What was your mom feeling like when she saw you doing that?
So my mom, she always believed in me, no matter what. But at the time, like I always used to just talk here and there, talk here and there. But like I actually enjoyed cutting the grass. I actually was proud of myself. I was like, "Ooh, okay, I see. I know how to put lines in the yard. I'm not just messing up the yard or nothing
Yes.
like that." But then she was like, "You're actually serious about this." And then she was able to help me, push me forward. Get flyers. She's working on t-shirts now, different stuff like that. But like she was always there for me. I already know
That's so
that.
So
sweet.
all right. So wait a minute. You got to drop the name of the business, how we can find you, because now see you're part of the family. Now you can always come to on the mic with Mike. This on ESPN. When we're talking to people out there about what you're doing, so let people out there know because they need their lawns tightened up. People don't want to
Yes.
have a raggedy lawn.
Yes. What area do you serve?
Okay, so right now I'm only serving the Church Hill area in Richmond, but I'm working on that soon to travel around. The name of my company is Monster Mowers. Right now I'm only available on Instagram at monster_mowers. You can search that. You can find that. My mom, she did make a Facebook for it. I forgot what it's called. So right now, my mom also is in charge of the Facebook right now. So like the Facebook lookout app, the neighborhood lookout.
Yes.
Okay, so like she's on there, and like anybody that needs help, she just tells me, and then I just go to that person.
Shout out to mom making it happen.
Helping with the
Hold on a
networking,
thing.
right?
Okay, so this is a business show. We always talk about how do you gauge how much it's going to charge that you're going to charge for a yard?
So at first we always used to charge 25, but then that's when we started looking, and then like so some people would just want weed eating, some people have bigger yards. So right now we just give free estimates. So like it's like we have to come there. So we won't charge you to come to your area to look, but we will come there and then we will tell you how much it would charge for us to cut the grass because we don't want to just charge you a low ball or just a super high price.
You want to be competitive with whatever's
And
going
if the
on.
lawn is a really steep hill, you're gonna charge them double.
Exactly.
Right?
Like
Probably.
like movers going to a third floor.
Do you also have a blower?
I have a blower. I have almost everything. Right now, I'm just working on like, just like more of little stuff like gloves, goggles, brakes.
So it sounds like you need some
gardener stuff.
sponsorship.
And so speaking of that, Mike, we're going to be working with Lowe's to provide workshops at Lowe's stores. And we're in the business of the American dream. So his story is very powerful and inspirational. Again, over the course of 12 weeks, he impressed me and my team, which led to the Honor Loan Award. So we're going to have him come to Lowe's and tell people that are thinking about being entrepreneurs in the space of home improvement and that industry, that if this young man can do it, you can do it. We're spreading the love that way by inspiring others. And I spoke to his mom, Wendy. I want to give a shout out to Wendy. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. As awesome as he is, because she's equally, if not even more awesome. That's why he is who he is today. Every time I speak to her, I feel blessed to be working with both of them. And she told me that sometimes Ty Lee, even though Ty Lee is her son, inspires her.
That's one.
So that's what we're trying to do, is inspire people.
Yeah.
Inspire people.
On the mic with Mike, Gab C, Ty Lee, Dr. Time. We're here talking to the young gun business owners. So you roll by yourself, or you got people working with you?
Okay, so about that.
Okay, can I say, when the person say, okay, let me, you know what, they get ready to school you.
Yes.
And so let us know how things work.
So it's not a bad thing, but I used to work with somebody, but like his time was super tight, so like me and him don't work no more.
Okay.
But right now I'm working, so I have two extra mowers, but they're broken down. So I'm working on getting those fixed, and also I'm gonna be honest, I'm not that good with the weed eater, so I'm gonna try to find somebody that's good with the weed eater, so that way that's four people. I could have one person on on one mower, another person on another mower. I could be on the other mower, and then that person could weed eat, and then all together, like what I want to do is, so with the three mowers, the mowers we break out, we go different houses that day. Then
Oh,
we come together, then we split the money.
Okay.
Yeah, I know I get more, but anyways.
well, you want to get more, it's your deal.
But
Well, you're managing it, so I would think so.
And he told me a funny story that he had to, nobody likes human resources. He had to fire one of his friends, right?
Oh, well,
That's a
that's
tough
part.
one.
That's part of the
Because of the professionalism, right? He wasn't on point, and that's the journey of life, like as an entrepreneur. How many times people tell you, I'm gonna do this for you, I'm gonna help you with this, I'm gonna do that, and they
It
don't
wasn't
do it,
reliable.
right? So he experienced that, and he said, it's a difficult decision, you're my friend, but you have to be reliable. You have to be a man of your word. If you say you're gonna do something, you're gonna do it. And these days, a lot of people just give lip service, and he experienced it
Yeah.
at a young age.
So Ty Lee, what's the best part about being an entrepreneur, and what's the next step for Monster Mowers?
okay, so the best part about being an entrepreneur is you get like a lot of looks already, but the fact that I'm only 14 is just like they're gonna look at me like, okay, he don't know what he's doing and stuff like that. So I like to, no disrespect, but I like to shut people up.
I hear you.
So like once they see my work, they're like, oh, like I have people apologizing because they think I'm just a kid.
Do you show them a picture of your work?
I show them a
Of houses
picture,
that you
and
do?
sometimes they'll be like, okay, I'll give you a try, and then I'll have them pay an extra.
Yeah. Oh well.
It's like you had to learn.
Yeah.
Exactly. You didn't understand it. Okay, so what's next for Monster Mowers?
I'm glad you said that.
Well,
because
I'm
that's
glad
actually
I got one good question per interview.
That's
That was
actually
it.
next. That's actually next. So when I get older, I want to start another company that ties into Monster Mowers called Monster Movers, which will help you move to
See,
your new house.
Oh, that's
Monster
awesome.
move. I knew it
Love
was
it.
coming.
You know it's coming.
You have the Eminem prize right there.
There
Just
you go.
the enterprise is right there.
So when you look at what's the step from mowers to movers? Like when you business people always kind of look at the next thing, and there's no age on. I wasn't. My father was an entrepreneur. My mother was. I was a salesman after the army, so it was always about selling. But I never took on everything, which is the whole entrepreneur thing. How do you find that next thing that you're gonna do?
Really, I just kind of just let it roll. Like I'll just like so. Everybody have like just ideas just out of the blue,
Yeah,
and
everybody
that
got
just
ideas.
came out of the blue because I was talking one day and just how you did, I just said movers. I said monster movers instead of monster mowers. I was like, that's actually pretty smart. Maybe we could move somebody in their house, and then I could send somebody out there to take care of their yard afterwards. Some monster mowers and movers. So like that.
That sounds
Mm.
great. That's really
Alrighty,
awesome.
how can people find you again? That's see part of the thing with radio, you got to keep telling people. So it's Monster Mowers,
Instagram is monster underscore mowers.
okay. What does Monster Mowers need now to go to the? If somebody said, say money wasn't an issue, what's the next? What could Monster Mowers use? And what was it like to meet Dr. Time? Let's talk about that right there. When this dude shows up and he's just like, you do what? Talk about the program and being involved with him and his
How did it help you?
organization.
So the program, like, so I go to Salvation Army Boys and Girls Club, and on Tuesday they told me that there's this honor loan program. The first day I was actually absent. I was like, I wasn't feeling good that day. And then everybody was telling me, they was like, "Oh, Tali, there's this honor loan program that we have on Tuesdays. We told him about you, and then he said he was actually going to be happy to meet you and stuff like that." So when I met him, it was like, like at first I was thinking, okay, I'm already an entrepreneur, so why would I need a program? But I know way more than what I knew at first about the program than what I did at first. So like at first I knew about risk taking, but I didn't know putting my whole entire life savings could probably help me out. I never knew that.
So you knew about the risk taking to be an entrepreneur, but when it came to putting all your money on the line,
Yeah.
That kind of hurt.
That's that's a different ball game right there.
and so okay, so at what point you're like, did you realize that I may be able to make this thing work? What was the one thing that you saw being a business owner?
Okay, what do you mean by that?
So when you were trying, you had your money, you got the mower, you were working with the lady, used her mower. When did you realize that I'll be able to make some money out of this and make this thing work? That it's really a business.
So it actually took me a couple of months to actually make it a business because like I was like I don't mean to brag, but I was good. I just wasn't that good. But then I noticed like I was able to like put lines in yards, like and then I was like, okay, like I might actually be able to go somewhere with this. Now I just gotta think of a name. And I was like, okay, mowers, no, that's too like just there
Too
like
plain.
musical mowers because I like to listen to music when I'm mow. I'm like, nah, not really that either. And then I was thinking like, okay, people gonna look at me like I'm a teenager and I use a lot of teenage slang. They say so monster mowers because I'm a monster at mowing.
That's right.
Man, that's dropping like it's
Confidence.
hot. I mean, that's sort of man. He just
Yes, he had that confidence.
hey, that's why I'm all yelling at I'm the best. I got the best radio show because if you say it, other people are gonna start. It's just like what's Khaled always saying? We the best. And that's my motto right here. We bring the best and brightest. Dr. Times here. So Doc, talk about this young man right here, the program that he has, and we got a couple minutes to go and it's all yours.
Thank you. Yes, so my job here in Richmond is to find more Tylees. There's a Tylee in the veteran community. There's a Tylee in the reentry community. There's a Tylee at a church. There's a Tylee at a synagogue. There's a Tylee at each of the housing projects, right? The challenge has been to find people and organizations that are ready to bring entrepreneurship as an empowerment tool to the people that they serve or are part of. So we speak to three types of audiences: direct partners, indirect partners, and passion partners. So direct partners, we come in and serve the people that you already serve or that are part of your organization. So corporations and their employees, we provide them workshops. Schools provide the students workshops. Salvation Army, Boys and Girls Club, nonprofits, whoever you serve, we come in and serve. McShin Foundation's awesome. We work with them regularly. And then indirect partners are people like Lowe's, United Way, others that they don't always have an obvious group that they serve. With Lowe's, they start off as an indirect partner, as a sponsor, but then now we're moving into actually providing workshops for customers at Lowe's. And so that's an indirect partnership that's turning into a direct partnership. And then passion partners. That's the fun part of what I do, is meeting people like you. Passion partners, we drink the same Kool-Aid.
Yes.
I don't need to sell you on the importance and the merits of entrepreneurship. You get it. You see the light. It's like faith, right? You can't teach faith, right? You can nurture it, but you can't teach it. Entrepreneurship is the same thing. You either see the light or you don't. So I enjoy meeting people when there's really no obvious next step, right? I'll meet people all the time. They're not a direct partner, they're not an indirect partner, but we just kick it, just talk about entrepreneurship. And it's kind of like entrepreneurship is gospel, and when you connect with people that have that same faith, that's when magic happens.
All righty, on the mic with Mike, Dr. Tom Lee, Gab C is here. Once again, so you got to make a commercial, and we're going to run it on ESPN Richmond during my show. That way, we got to help you, get more customers and find. Maybe there's somebody out there who can help you hook up the broken mowers. Maybe we can find somebody. That's what we do here. We find folks.
Or maybe some transportation.
Some transportation. We're gonna help you get blowing. I guess we're gonna be blow up even more. On the mic, we gotta go. So we got a packed house. We got what else we got? Okay. See, Cafe Sonata. Thank you. That's why you're here. On the mic, we gotta go. We'll talk to you on the other side. Mike King, Gab C, Ty Lee, Dr. Time. We'll talk to you on the other side. Thanks. Now, bye.